Hey guys, super very impromptu video here. Currently, I am 3D printing one of the gauntlets for my Halo costume. I have the helmet right there, so great stuff. Turns out my print kind of failed, mid-print. And obviously I don't want to like redo all of this, and most of it's really good. So I'm gonna see if I can try and salvage this. I think I came up with a method that should work pretty well, so stay tuned. Now, I believe, forewarning, this would only work if you're using Octoprint as your file manager for when you're 3D printing. So what you can do, you can go to the terminal here, and then you can find the error message where it actually like logged, like received the error, like, hey, something bad happened. I know it's not a screen capture, but it's really late. I just kind of want to throw this out here for someone who might have issues. So anyways, I came here and I found it. I was like, cool, this is around the line where it failed. So what I did is I went to the settings up here. I went to the logging, which exists. And then you can find a couple different files here. Try to find the one that's most recent to when it was printing. In my case, I believe I found it within 0726. So I went ahead, downloaded that, and then went along with that. Since I have them both side by side here, it's just going to suck to read, but oh well, we're going to have fun with it. Within the terminal here, I have a couple different like error messages. What I was looking for mainly was like finding some sort of unique identifier within like the last line it received. So what I did is I kind of messed around with different permutations. Like if it's going XY, that's obviously one of the axes, so it can be on like any layer, which isn't useful. And then I tried playing around with this E whatever string and seeing if I can get a unique result here. So what I did is I opened the file in Notepad, and then you can just do a simple Control F, paste in that E value, and leave off like the ending like 103 or whatever. And then this is really hand cammy right here, but yeah, you can do that. You can do find next, and then it'll bring you to the job or the line that it has. Now this is great. It gives you like the XY coordinates. You can actually compare it. So for this one, X is 127, 144, or 154. And if you look there at it's 127, 154. Y is 59, 877, 59, 877. So this is the right line that we were looking at beforehand, which is great. Now, what we're really looking for is Z. So what you can do is go into the find command again. There's a little check mark here that you can do. It'll turn to find next into like a find next and find previous. So you can do find previous, and then it'll give you the Z, which is 131.55 millimeters. And since I'm American, I went ahead, plugged that into calculator, about 5 inches, 5/15. And then, yeah, I'm sorry, it's really impromptu and probably not optimized anyway. But just measuring and getting a rough estimate, it appears to be about that. If you look at the terms of where the print head is, it's not focusing, and I'm using both hands right now. But in terms of where the print head is right now, that's about accurate. So, what does this mean? Well, we know exactly where it stopped. That means we can literally take this off and then print the other half because we know how much to differentiate it by. So back to the computer. Now, this sucks. Back at the computer, I actually have the 3D model open. So what we can do here, just to prove that it's the same thing, well, it's going to take forever to render, but this is the same model that I was printing beforehand. And if we look at it, we can actually change the Z coordinates, and then we can just do like -131. It'll actually drop it below there, and theoretically it should just print from there. And remember, I got this value from here. I could put in the -131.55, but I'm not too sure. We can try that 0.55. It's going to leave like a minor gap. And for me, it was about mostly done. This should theoretically take a day to make. Around a day, a day plus some hours. And then we should be good from there.
One eternity later.
Fridge, go. You. Go in fridge. And now that you see me wearing it, you can see that everything went pretty fine. There's like a small minor like gap in between it, but honestly, the filler I use and the process for that will take care of it easily. And I didn't have to reprint half of the thing, and it saved me so much time. Anyways, if you liked today's video, please feel free to leave a like. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Hope you have a good one.